In the heart of a quaint village nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering forests, there stood a humble bakery known as Sweet Serenity. Its weathered sign swung gently in the breeze, inviting locals and travelers alike to sample the delights within. At the helm of Sweet Serenity was Mrs. Evelyn, a widow with a warm smile and hands that worked wonders with dough. Her bakery was more than just a place to buy bread and pastries. It was a sanctuary where stories were shared and friendships flourished. One crisp autumn morning, a stranger arrived in the village. With weary eyes and a tattered cloak, he wandered into Sweet Serenity, drawn by the scent of freshly baked goods. Mrs. Evelyn welcomed him with a kind smile, offering him a seat by the crackling fireplace. The stranger introduced himself as Leo, a traveling minstrel in search of inspiration for his next ballad. Intrigued by his tales of distant lands and epic adventures, the villagers gathered around, eager to listen. As Leo regaled them with stories of dragons and daring heroes, Mrs. Evelyn couldn't help but feel a spark of creativity igniting within her. Inspired by Leo's tales, Mrs. Evelyn set to work crafting a special pastry unlike any other. With a secret blend of spices and a sprinkle of magic, she created the Dragon's Delight, a pastry rumored to bring luck and courage to all who tasted it. Word of the Dragon's Delight spread quickly throughout the village, drawing curious visitors from far and wide. As they savored the pastry's delectable flavors, they found themselves emboldened to pursue their dreams and face their fears head-on. Meanwhile, Leo found himself enchanted by more than just Mrs. Evelyn's baking. As they spent more time together, they discovered a shared passion for storytelling and a deep connection that transcended words. As the seasons changed and winter descended upon the village, Leo's time drew to a close. With a heavy heart, he bid farewell to Mrs. Evelyn and the villagers, promising to return one day with new tales to tell. Though Leo's departure left a void in Sweet Serenity, his spirit lived on in the stories he had shared and the friendships he had forged. And as Mrs. Evelyn continued to bake her Dragon's Delight pastries, she knew that the magic of storytelling would always bring people together, no matter how far apart they may be.